What I'm holding here is a very special bird. It's in the partridge family and it's known as a chukar. And it's special for a couple different reasons, but most of all, I hatched this chukar from a tiny egg and took care of it its whole life. And I'm raising it for food, so I'm gonna butcher it. So in this video, you'll see the whole process, birth to butcher, of raising chukar partridges. Now, historically, they come from Eurasia. They're not native to the United States, but in 1951, they were introduced to my home state of Oregon, and since then, their population has exploded. They're one of the most hunted birds around, and I've gone hunting for them, but hunters call these the devil bird, and that's because they live in the steepest rocky terrain. They're so hard to hunt. They run uphill and they laugh at you. They have a cackle. Now, I really wanted to taste one for meat, and I'm raising my own food. I'm raising all kinds of different birds, so I decided to also raise a chukar partridge. I didn't have any eggs, so I went on eBay and I found a seller selling a mixture of game birds, including bobwhite quail, Hungarian partridges, and chukar. So I went ahead and placed an order for the game bird eggs, hoping they'd hatch. I knew it's a risk, but hopefully it pays off. Well, this box arrived in the mail today and it has stickers all over it. Do not x-ray, handle with care, fragile, let me safely arrive, a chick sticker on here. Hopefully they put as much into the packing as they did in the stickers. I bet they did. Now there should be 6 Hungarian partridge eggs in here, 7 chukar, and 7 bobwhite quail. Foam is just popping out of here. It's that soft memory foam. It appears to be very well packed, protected. And there's the eggs. I don't see anything broken. I'll gently lift these out. Well, that is a sight of beauty. They all look like they made the journey okay. These speckled ones here are chukar eggs. These olive green ones are Hungarian partridges. And these white ones are the bobwhite quail. Now we'll take these speckled chukar eggs and put them in the tray for the incubator. And you'll notice there's a pointed end and a round end. These go pointed end down. And we'll rest them for 12 hours to let them settle before we place them in the incubator. For the last few days, we're going to move the chukar eggs to this incubator inside my house. The Nurture Right 360 has this clear plastic dome. That way we can watch the eggs hatch. And I actually have some chicken eggs hatching right now. Well, it's the day before our hatch day, and at least one of these is starting to pip pretty good. You can see its beak in there working its way out. So hopefully in the morning this completely hatches and we can see a chukar chick. Well, our overall hatch rate for the chukars was not great. We only had 2 chicks hatch, but these are going to grow up with some bobwhite quail as nest mates here. These eggs, I don't know if they weren't fertile, if they were damaged in shipping, or if they just didn't hatch during the incubation process. But at least we have 2. We're going to watch these grow up. Well, here's a sad update. Last night, one of our chukar chicks died. I have no idea why. It was only 3 days old, but this one is still doing really good. So hopefully we can still watch this one grow up to be an adult. So here's our Chukar Partridge all grown up. I love the feather coloration on the back. It makes a great natural camouflage, a subtle mixture of browns and grays with hints of blue. It has a stark white throat patch contrasted with a black line, and it has a red beak and a red ring around its eyes. I didn't want it to be lonely, so I raised it in a mixed flock with chicks from turkeys, guinea hens, chickens, pheasant, bobwhite quail, and gray partridges. Initially that was fine, but after a while, the size difference, they started fighting and they would kill each other. So I separated them and the chukar ended up in a mixed flock of small game birds, including bobwhite quail and gray partridges. And this chukar lived a good life with plenty of space, food, and water. But as with every animal I raise for meat, I want them to have the best life possible with only one bad day. Well, unfortunately for this chukar, today is his bad day. We're going to humanely dispatch him, pluck him, and butcher him, so he's going to go looking from a beautiful partridge to looking something like this. Here's our Chukar Partridge. This is going to be a great meal. I also saved the gizzard, the heart, and the liver. We're going to go ahead and vacuum seal this and place it in the freezer and enjoy it for a future meal. Well, we're going to cook this chukar we raised into an amazing meal. That will be a future video, so stay tuned for that. I am producing so much of my own food and I have quite a few videos. So if you like this, check out some of the other ones. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to end this video by looking back on what it takes to raise chukars for meat. So here's your life Chukar Partridge.